My one answer was when people started opposing and criticizing me. मैं शेफ कोट पहन के पूरे लाल चौक में घूमता था, वेजिटेबल मार्केट एंड ऑल. सो पीपल आस्क मी कि ये बंदा कौन सी ड्रेस पहन के घूम रहा है, एंड पीपल नेवर गैदर्ड अ करेज टू आस्क मी अ क्वेश्चन. बट यस, then I started doing my cookery shows. I started coming on Doordarshan shows, and I always believe that you should not defend yourself. Your work should speak. Actually, I did not start the journey. It was a quite a coincidence. On the way to my home, there used to be an Institute of Hotel Management, and whenever I traveled that place, I always used to see people in white jackets and playing football or cricket, and I was very, interested wearing that coat. But when I took an admission in 2000, and when I literally started attending the classes, the story was different. I was given kitchen utensils to wash, I was given rice to pick, I was given vegetables to chop, and then it was quite disheartening in the beginning. I thought I'll be a chef at the first place, but I started washing the utensils and peeling off the vegetables. But yes, then I started taking it as a way of life rather than my job, and it was wonderful after I joined the industry in 2003. And the first 2 years it was quite hard, and then I started enjoying it, and I wish that everybody takes it in the same way, as a way of life rather than just a job. It's a wonderful industry, and gave me a lot of opportunities where I met different people. I started relishing the different cuisines. I started preparing different recipes. And the beautiful thing about my job is wherever I start in attending classes or delivering the lectures, or going anywhere related to my hospitality industry, it always gives me an opportunity. And that's a beautiful thing about it, that apart from myself, this industry and I'm able to provide jobs to others also. So for example, if I start a restaurant, or if I am a consultant to any restaurant, so I start recruiting people. That's beautiful about the job. It's not only about you, it's about the people. It's about providing them opportunities and helping them to fulfill their dreams. It's kind of, if you are in true sense, if you can be a kingmaker for many people. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this industry, and it has given me a lot. I did not. Be honest with you, I did not. And as any other person in JNK or any other student in JNK, I always wanted to be a MBBS student, and my subjects in 12th were medical. And जब मैंने शुरू करा तो मेरे पेरेंट्स के ख्वाब भी थोड़े टूट गए. बट आजकल मैं बता रहा हूँ कि अगर मैं डॉक्टर होता तो बहुत बुरा डॉक्टर होता, क्योंकि मेरे लिए वो फील्ड नहीं है. शायद मैं इतना नहीं कर पाता, क्योंकि मैं इमोशनली बहुत वीक हूँ. मैं शायद डॉक्टर अच्छा नहीं बन पाता. मेरी इंस्पिरेशन नहीं थी, या मैं नहीं बनना चाहता था शेफ. बट बिलीव मी, once I entered this industry as an entrant or a trainee, I started enjoying it. Why I'm telling you enjoyment? Because any job in the world, if you are taking any job, you can only excel, or you can only proceed, or you can only get benefits from that job once you start enjoying it, and you stop cribbing, or you stop giving excuses and complaints. That I never did. Initially I was a little upset, but then I told myself that I should not crib, I should not complain, I should not say bad things about the industry, and I started taking it in a positive way. And believe me, then after joining the industry, this became my aim, that I should become a chef. And I belong to a place which is called Paradise on Earth, and our major income in JNK is tourism. And I thought it was a destiny that I should join. I have joined this industry, and from being from a tourist destination, I started enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. But yes, after joining the industry, it became my dream to become a chef, and Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well, taking my cuisine to the different parts of the world. As Kashmiri cuisine is famous all over the world, very few people know in the world, very few people are aware about the realities of Kashmiri cuisine. For example, people say outside JNK, people say if we cook mutton with tomato puree, that's called Rogan Josh. That's not actually Rogan Josh. People say Wazwan is a cuisine here. That's not the theory. We have two different cuisines over here. So my signature dishes are, I have made some innovations in Kashmiri cuisine. For example, a last dish served in Kashmiri cuisine is goshtaba. So it is served piping hot. I have served goshtaba as a frozen cut at minus temperature at many places in the world as a cold cut. Same way, the way we served chicken or mutton salamis, I have served goshtaba and the gravy of goshtaba as a dip with that. I have served the stuffed seekh kebabs. I am serving right now like tabak mas. That's a snack served in Wazwan. That's the first course comes in Wazwan. So I served tabak mas salad, and I serve different recipes which in my signature dishes. I have recently started serving that, and that has become signature over the time. That's shabdeg. The shabdeg is a recipe which is cooked with the mutton or chicken with lots of turnips and the lotus stem. And shab is called the night, and deg is the utensil used to cook it. That's copper ki deg jaisa hota hai, and it's cooked overnight on live charcoal. So over from last 3-4 months, that has become my current signature dish in Srinagar, and I'm serving it to a lot of people. I faced many challenges when I first came on Doordarshan. It was 2005, and my relatives came to my home and said, they started conversations with my father and mother and asked them, tell your son to stop this nonsense and tell him not to come on TV because we are not able to answer people. And उन्हें वो कहते थे कि अब इसके पास कोई काम धंधा नहीं बचा, ये टीवी पे आता खाना बनाता, हम किसी से बात नहीं कर पाते. That time I did not explain anything to my relatives because अगर मैं ऐसा करता, that would have been my stupidity, because it needs a mental setup for that maturity to understand this blue collar job. There were challenges from my father, my parents, but my parents, indirectly they always supported, but there were relatives and friends. And believe me, Srinagar, and now things have changed because of the international cookery competitions and the awareness and the people standing outside J&K. Now awareness is there. But yes, initial stage in 2000, it took me 12 years to establish my name in Srinagar, and I never gave explanations to the people. And my one answer was when people started opposing and criticizing me, मैं शेफ कोट पहन के पूरे लाल चौक में घूमता था, वेजिटेबल मार्केट एंड ऑल. सो पीपल आस्क मी कि ये बंदा कौन सी ड्रेस पहन के घूम रहा है, एंड पीपल नेवर गैदर्ड अ करेज टू आस्क मी अ क्वेश्चन. बट यस, then I started doing my cookery shows. I started coming on Doordarshan shows, and I always believe that you should not defend yourself. Your work should speak. So by grace of God, my work was there, and people saw, yes, this is something new. And we started taking admissions in our college on my name, that यहाँ पे शेफ यासीन पढ़ाते हैं तो हमें एडमिशन लेना है. And that started after 2005, and that was the thing when tables started turning. I did a live cookery show with one of the radio channels for 3.5 years. People started thinking about the course. People started thinking about the degree, about the hotel management as a career option. And by the time, other things have also started coming in, and people started realizing. But yes, in conclusion, it took me time. But the thing is, I always say this line that जहाँ नदियाँ मिल जाएं वहाँ समंदर है, जहाँ सर झुक जाए वही मस्जिद है. इस जीवन में बहुत युद्ध है, जो हर युद्ध को जीत जाए वही सिकंदर है. तो लाइफ डज नॉट कम ऑन अ प्लेट. ये लोहे के चने जब आते हैं, अगर आप डटे रहें तो द ग्रीन पास्चर्स आर देयर, बट यू हैव टू बी देयर एंड यू विल एक्सेल ओनली इन द फील्ड व्हिच यू लाइक और व्हिच इज योर पैशन. सो कुकिंग इज नॉट अ जॉब फॉर मी नाउ, इट्स माय पैशन, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई ऑलवेज स्पेंड माय टाइम इन क्रिएटिंग रेसिपीज. बट डटे रहिए, आप बहुत आगे जाएंगे. First, in context of Jammu and Kashmir, I would like to, tell the parents that now we have enough engineers, we have enough doctors, we have enough practitioners, we have enough profession. Allow your child to decide what he or she wants to do. And that is the best conversation we can have with our kids, and that is lacking. We should sit with the kids and then ask them what you like. I have seen people just doing the painting and then parents ask them, कमाने के लिए क्या करोगे? But ऐसा क्वेश्चन नहीं है. अगर आप बहुत अच्छे पेंटर हैं, आप बहुत कुछ कमा भी सकते हैं और सेटिस्फाई रहेंगे. जिस चीज में आपका इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, भले ही आप पेरेंट्स के कहने पे ऐसा करें, आप कभी भी आगे नहीं जाएंगे। तो मेरी पेरेंट्स से ये गुजारिश है कि sit with your children, give them time, give them a breathing time, and ask them what they like, because the trend has changed. You cannot be a harsh parent now. You have to be a team leader or a friend. Then only they will open up and they will share things with you. And believe me, अगर मन की कोई बच्चा करता है वो बहुत आगे जाता है। और आजकल खुशी के लिए हम भागते हैं। अगर आप मन का कुछ करते हैं, आप अपना करियर बनाने के साथ साथ खुश रहते हैं, क्योंकि आजकल के दौर में खुश रहना बहुत जरूरी। और पीपल बिलीव दैट success is the key to happiness, but I always believe this is a wrong quotation. Happiness is the key to success. So please invest in happiness and sit with your children, allow them to do it. अब आप देखिए कि आपका बच्चा अगर रेस्टोरेंट होता है, होटल में जॉब करता है, वो अपने साथ कितने लोगों को जॉब दे सकता है। एंड दिस इंडस्ट्री गिव्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी to meet people जिनका आप normal life में सोच भी नहीं सकते। I'll give a small example. I was making a cake in La Méridien Hotel Delhi, and someone said कि जिसके अगर ये केक है वो आना चाहते हैं, देखना चाहते हैं before the presentation or cutting of the cake. So he was allowed to come into the kitchen, and I was just doing the finishing touch in the cake, and I looked up and it was Hrithik Roshan. I can never imagine in my dreams, and he was asking me कि क्या डाला, कैसे डाला। And then I was making scrambled egg on a breakfast buffet table, and one lady was there, and I was just looking down and making an egg. She was saying, "Do not put too much of milk in this scrambled egg. I don't like it." I said, "Okay, ma'am, this is your scrambled egg." It was Sridevi. So there are things you should be ready, and you should cherish all these moments. And yes, it is not an argument. We normally argue with the parent or children. It should be a discussion. Discuss things and see the pros and cons, positive, negative things, and come up. अगर मैं एक छोटे जगह से, एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से आ सकता हूँ और टेक वन मेरा इंटरव्यू ले रहा है, तो कोई भी बंदा कर सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है। आप छोटे और इंफीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स में अपनी जिंदगी मत गुजारिए। यू आर इक्वल, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं और कुछ भी आप कर सकते हैं। ये हमें ध्यान में रखना चाहिए, बिकॉज इन J&K we have unavoidable circumstances, but that should not be a hurdle to your career or your dream. Excel your dreams. और बहुत मजा तब आता है जब आपके पेरेंट्स आपके साथ उड़ान भरते हैं। तो ये उड़ान भरने के लिए आपके पेरेंट्स को आपके साथ कॉकपिट में बैठना पड़ेगा। वो नीचे हैं, आप कॉकपिट में हैं, तो आप उड़ान में मजा नहीं आता। तो ये दोनों पार्टीज का है कि एक साथ कॉकपिट में बैठे, डिफरेंसेस कम करके, मिनिमम कॉमन पॉइंट्स पे आके, and then take off, and you will enjoy the life, because life is to enjoy along with the career and excel in that. International chefs, I think the general message to anyone is we have eaten enough junk food, we have eaten enough pizzas, we have filled our tummies with enough of shawarmas, whether that's authentic or not. We have done enough innovations with the cheese without knowing whether that's a true cheese or it's a pseudo or false cheese going to our stomach. I think we should be vocal for local now, giving it importance to the taste, color, and the local flavors. Maybe adding international flavor to that, but local should be the prime motive. So I think in Jammu and Kashmir, we have taken rid of many vegetables जो एक वीड की तरह हमारे घर में उगते थे. We have said no, get into the tiles and the concrete. Now you know what we do? We go to a marketplace, we go to a vegetable market and purchase same weed for 60-70 rupees kg, which was there naturally in our lawn. So vocal for local and develop, because if we do not want to extinct as a resident of J&K, we have to cling to our culture, language, and the food. So on International Day, I would like to say, be vocal for local, come up with the extinct recipes, maybe serve them in a modern way, but yes, make use of the local produce, and that's going to help many people along with you.